Hi everyone, it's week 2 and a brand new workout for you. This is actually Friday's workout and it's going to be called a partner workout or workout with some props. In this case, if you're by yourself or at home and you don't have a partner. So on Friday we had this partner workout and it was just amazing. We had a partner look out for the other partner, coordinate with her, and it was just amazing. So I'm going to attempt some of the same partner, coordination concepts, except my partner today, well, this is my partner today, my chair. You have your chair anywhere in the house, in the hotel if you're traveling, or just about anywhere, right? And the one other thing that I have is my mat, which is also, my partner in crime. So basically, I have 2 partners today, and I'm going to try and modify my workout to include them, okay? And this is the instructional video, as always. You're going to see the form, the technique. It's going to be hard, so try and really follow the form very carefully. I will be showing modifications, so keep that in mind, and I'll be doing modifications too. So never ever lose the form because you're going to injure yourself. Keep up with me with the modifications, okay? Because the modifications work just as good. If you're tired, if your muscles are not working, modify, but keep the form, okay? So let's get started. We have 6 exercises today, and yeah, I know it's quite a bit, but we're going to only do 2 rounds of it, so that's a plus. So the first exercise, let's get into it right away. It's going to be a raised leg push-up or plank, okay? As you can see, raised legs. I have my mat right in front of my chair, and I'm going to have my hands on the floor and legs up on the chair, okay? And you need to really watch your form again. You don't want your back to sag at all because it's going to hurt your lower back. And you don't want your back to be too high up because then it's going to be too easy, okay? So just that right sweet spot where you're engaging your core. Alright, so I have my hands on the floor. Make sure you're looking when you're stepping up on the chair, so you're, right there, angled properly. And then use your upper body and core to lift the other leg up too. Okay, and then adjust so that your wrists are right under your shoulders. They're not up in front of you like this or too far behind. They're right under your shoulders, but your arms, your hands are wider, slightly wider than your shoulder width, okay? And then make sure your hips are not up here and not here. They're really a nice straight line, okay? And then we're going to do a push-up here. If this gets too tiring, which it will, you just hold the plank here. This works just as nicely, okay? That was our first one, okay? Keep the elbows soft as always, otherwise you're going to hurt your wrists. That's the first exercise. Second exercise is going to be a ski jump. So imagine that your partner is lying on the floor, okay? They're about the width of this, mat, or maybe a little narrower if you have a narrower mat, but imagine they're on the floor. You're going to jump across them, okay? Over and across them. So you're going to take how we ski and then do a ski jump? We swoop our hands behind us and then do a sideways. Land softly. Pick up your legs if you can. Stay low, okay? So really engage the core, stay low, and jump across your partner, in this case my mat. Okay, third exercise. It's going to be a downward dog to a cobra workout, okay? This is going to be intense on the muscles on your upper body. So make sure you're getting the form right. You're going into a downward dog first, which is basically pushing your hip really far up into the sky. So drop your chest, flatten your back, really flatten your back. You don't want your back to be here. You're pushing away from your hands, like push away from the hands and push away from your toes or heels if you're very flexible. And imagine that your hip is being pulled to the sky. When your hip is being pulled to the sky, you automatically have to straighten everything else to make it a inverted V. Okay? Once you're here, you're going to take a deep breath and then slide your nose first, your head first between your arms to go into a cobra. This is your cobra. You can go on the floor too. Curl your toes back in. And then now the first thing that goes up is your hip. Hip goes up, 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 up. And then you slide back into your downward dog again. One more time. Deep breath in. Slide your head first between your hands and go into a cobra. And then slide back, pushing your hips up into the sky, into the downward dog, okay? Really intense. All right. After this, we have our dips, okay? So basically, I'm sorry, correction. So we're doing alternating between upper body and lower body, if you notice. So I forgot one more. We have another lower body exercise, which is basically a step up. You have your chair, and what you're going to do is put one of your feet up, foot up, square on the chair, all the way on the chair, and press up on the heel of your feet. Really tighten your core and step up. Okay? And put your feet. So if you have something in front of you, just put the other feet down right by the feet that is on the chair already, okay? And then step down with the same feet. Then switch the legs. Step down with the same leg, okay? Step up with the same leg and step down with the same leg, okay? And then switch legs. Make sure your body is really straight, so you're not trying to do this. Not this. You need to balance, okay? So I need balance. Okay? Alright, now we're at the dips. So, again, back to upper body. The dips really work your tries. So make sure you're sitting at the edge of your chair. This is where you start, okay? Right at the edge of your chair, if you see. And then you're holding the chair on the side. Your elbows are not out here, they're closed in. See how my elbows are pushed in? And I'm holding the side of the chair right by my hips. Okay? That's really important. You don't want to have your elbows here, it's not going to work your tries. When they're behind you, okay? And then your legs are forward, you can keep them bent like this. So just with the help of your legs and your arms, see how the arms are really close? And the body is also not here, body is really close to the chair, almost grazing the chair, okay? And then you do a dip. Just bend the elbows to go down. Do not bend your body to go down. Bend your elbows. Keep everything on your thighs. Work your thighs really hard. Nothing else moves. Only the elbows bend and then push up. In one straight line. You're not doing this. No. You're grazing past the chair with your upper body. And let the triceps work. Okay? And finally, we have our sixth exercise, which is going to be a wide and narrow squat combination. Okay? So this is a wide stance for a squat. Usually you would stand with your feet about hip width apart for a squat, right? But right now we're going to do a wide squat, squat. So basically you're going to go into a squat. Same idea, keep your hips, heel back and your weight on your heel. So you feel like you're falling backwards. That's a good feeling for squats, believe me. So you're going to do this. Make sure you can raise your toes. From this position, power up. And then go into a narrow squat. See how my legs are together? And then power up, wide squat. See, soft landing. Keep the weight on the heels at all times. Alright? So those are the 6 exercises. We're going to have 40 seconds of the exercise, 30-second rest, and then we're going to do 2 rounds of the 6 exercises. Okay? Alright, let's get into the warm-up now.